The honourable member for Truro, Bible Hill, Millbrook, Salmon River.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. This question is for the Minister of the Environment. One of the government's own members has made a serious allegation against her department. In a recent article published in the Laker, the member for Waverley Fall River Beaverbank said, and I quote, "I don't think the department is interested in keeping our environment safe. There have been many cases where they are making the wrong decisions. It would appear that they're making those decisions for the wrong reason." I'll table that, Mr. Speaker. And I'd like to ask the minister if she can respond to this allegation.
The Honourable Minister of the Environment.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, and thank you so much for the opportunity to respond to this. I want to thank the member for Fall River Beaverbank for all the work he's doing to support his constituents. We've had many conversations about issues in this community, and many of us made commitments in our communities to favour certain projects. I certainly loved doing things about the tidal bore on the Knowles Shore. So this has certainly been his issue. The Department of Environment is a regulatory department, so decisions on industrial approvals are all based on science and fact-based decision-making when assessing province. Evidence and science-based decisions, that's what we rule on. Application for approvals, the proponent has to meet the terms and conditions of the approval with the consultation period. So if approvals are granted, they have terms and conditions that mitigate any risk to the environment. So persons or groups who disagree can also appeal that decision.
The honourable member for Truro, Bible Hill, Millbrook, Salmon River.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. And it's interesting to note that the minister is saying that people have been supporting things in their ridings, especially since she supported the Alton Gas people against that project. However, Mr. Speaker, the Fall River Quarry is not the only controversial quarry proposal on the government's radar. In the Premier's own writing, the proposed Brooklyn Quarry has also been met with resistance. In November 2014, local residents picketed the Premier's constituency office to show their opposition to that quarry. So can the minister please give us an update on whether this quarry has been approved?
The Honourable Minister of the Environment.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, and thanks to the member opposite for the question. What I can tell her is that all of us bring to this House things that we are engaged in, things that we're passionate about. But this isn't old-time politics, Mr. Speaker. Nova Scotia Environment operates with a regulation based on the laws of this province and will continue to do so under this minister and this government.